Hi, thanks for joining me for our second day of yoga for chronic back pain. Today we're going to be going over two poses like we did yesterday. The first one is called bridge pose, and the second one is called legs to side. So bridge pose is our strengthening pose, and legs to side is our flexibility pose. So we'll get started first with bridge pose. So bridge pose has a lot of benefits. It helps you to stretch out the front of your chest and your neck and your spine, and it really helps to strengthen your back, your glutes, and your hamstrings. So so it's really passive stretch up here and really super active for your lower body. So to start, you'll lay flat onto your back and keep your feet flat on the ground. And you can keep your feet about hip width apart or squeeze them together if that feels better for you. And you can lay flat, bring those hands onto the mat here. And with your gaze up towards the ceiling, you'll take a deep inhale, and on your exhale, slowly start to lift those hips up towards the ceiling. And just contract your glutes and really keep your core tight and keep lifting up towards the ceiling. And this is a great pose to help relieve stress as well and to get your circulation flowing because it brings all of your blood from down here up to your head. And you can hold this pose for about 10 breaths and then come on down. And after you come down from your bridge pose, you kind of want to counter that a little bit and by just hugging your knees into your chest to just flatten out your spine a little bit. If you have a yoga block, you can also make bridge pose a passive pose. So to do that, you lay flat on your ground, you'll set yourself up exactly the same, and then you'll take the block and you'll put it under your back at whichever height works best for you. And then that way you can hang out here and it becomes a passive pose as well. So this is a little bit of a bonus. And then again, you can hold that for about 10 breaths or for however long feels comfortable in your body. So the next one is called legs to side pose. And this one might require a yoga strap. And this is my yoga strap. If you don't have a actual yoga strap, then you can use a necktie or you can use a towel rolled up. So you'll start the same way, laying flat on your back. And to start, you want to make sure your hips are nice and even. And then you're going to hug one knee into your chest. I'm going to start with my left side. So hug your knee in towards your chest. You can roll your knee around in little circles. And then you can take the strap and you can, or the towel or the tie, and wrap it around the bottom of your foot. If it feels comfortable and accessible, you can take your two peace fingers and interlace them around your big toe. So I'll go ahead and show you with the strap for now. And so what you do is lay flat and straighten your leg up towards the ceiling. So check in with your right leg here, flex your toes, and try to pull that right hip back up towards your left hip to make sure they're level. And then from here, it's nice if you have the strap because you can just drop your arms all the way down and just hang out here. And with each exhale, you're just trying to pull that strap closer towards your face. So alternatively, if you don't want to use the strap, you can reach here with your toes and try to pull back that way. So that's the first part of legs to side. The second part, you'll hold on to the strap, and for this part you want to try to hold up as close as you can, and you'll take your right arm and bring it out towards the side to help that right shoulder stay down to the ground. And then you're going to take your left leg and slowly lower it out towards the left side of your body. And just go as far as you can. If you can't touch the ground, that's a-okay. If you have a pillow or even yoga blocks like I had, you can put them underneath your foot right here to kind of make a supported legs to side pose. And again, hold each of these positions for about 5 to 10 breaths, whatever feels comfortable for you. The longer you hold the pose, the more of a benefit you're going to get out of it, especially these more passive stretches. The last part of our legs to side pose is going to be going to the opposite side of our body. So you want to stay flat, pull that leg in towards your chest, and then you're going to switch hands. So you'll grab it with your right hand, and you'll bring your left arm out towards the side, and then you're slowly going to drop that left leg over towards the right side of your body. If you need to, you can lift your hips up and adjust them over slightly. And again, if your leg doesn't touch the ground, that's okay. You can put a pillow underneath your foot to stay supported, or just hold your leg there. Good. Then you bring that back up. Switch those hips under. And then after you do this side, you want to switch and do the other side. So same thing, just really check with this hip, pull that in, flex your foot, hug that leg in towards your chest. And then same thing, you'll go out towards the right with your right leg. And then hold it there for a few breaths. And then you'll bring it back towards the center. Switch hands, bring that right hand out, and roll over towards the left side. Good. And then you can unhook that foot. And afterwards, you can go ahead and bring both of those knees in towards your chest again and rock side to side. So legs to side is one of my favorite poses, and it is a really great hamstring stretch, but it actually helps to relieve lower back pain so much. Your hamstrings are connected to your lower back, right? So we always want to think about what is connected in our bodies, because if you're hurting up here, you may want to address some of the stuff that's down here because it's connected, right? So being able to bring some space and flexibility into our hamstrings helps to relieve pressure from our lower back and helps to relieve some of our pain. So that's why I included that one, even though it seems like it might be a hamstring stretch. It's actually really great for relieving lower back pain. And bridge pose is another really good one to strengthen. And again, like I said, you can add the block and make it a little passive. So these are our two poses for today. And again, hold each pose for about 5 to 10 breaths, and you can repeat them about 2 to 3 times. And thank you guys so much for tuning in today. And sorry for my cats being around in the front. I tried keeping them out yesterday, and they were scratching on the doors and making a bunch of noise, so I figured I'd just let them join today. So thank you guys again so much, and I'll see you tomorrow for day 3.